So it's been a while. It's been a long fucking time. Oh god, my hair is so fucked up right now. I've been asleep. So, I haven't made a video in an insultingly long time. I'm not gonna lie, it was all work, girlfriend, and Grand Theft Auto 5's fault. It really was. I got so unmotivated when the game came out, but I'm still listening to music. I'm still really looking forward to the new Panic at the Disco album. I've been listening to some Yelvis lately. I'm really enjoying The Fox and Work It. That's another really great song. But yeah, there was a whole lot of things that I really wanted to talk about that I just didn't because whatever. I got 100% completion on GTA 5 last night. So I beat the whole story mission and I got all the other hobbies and pastimes, Strangers and Freaks, all that crap. I'm at 100% on the game now, so I'm going to actually be taking a break from it for a little while before Grand Theft Auto Online comes out, which if you want to add me on PS3, my name is MurdochIsGod1990. I'll put it in the description, so you should add me. But anyway, there was something I wanted to talk to you guys about. Me and Danielle went and saw Queens of the Stone Age September 19th. It's been about almost 2 weeks for that too. So that was an amazing show. I've been a fan of Queens of the Stone Age for like ever since I was like a freshman in high school, and that's been like almost 6-7 years ago. So like actually seeing these guys finally, like live 8 years ago actually. God damn, it's been a long time ago. Finally getting to see these guys live was just an amazing thing, and I had an amazing time. Seeing Josh Homme in the flesh was just like fucking great. I wish Dave Grohl was still our drummer, because that would have been another artist that I would have liked to have seen like right there in front of me. But nonetheless, the show was great, the set list was great. Get into that in a second. I got the limited edition strategy guide for GTA 5, and it came with a lithograph here. It came with this folder. It was inside the book. Actually, hell, I'll just show you all my swag for fuck's sake. So I got the special edition on release day. It came in this box. That was really cool, and then it came in the steelbook case as described. Pretty freaking sweet. I love the artwork on there. And the game's in there like that. And then the special edition DLC codes for the additional weapons and outfits and all that fun stuff. That was really handy, especially having that special ability boost for Franklin especially. I love driving in slow motion. That's awesome. And this is the limited edition strategy guide. I only got it because it was coming with a lithograph. And finding the spaceship parts and the freaking letter scraps, I'm not gonna fucking hide it. I cheated the fuck out of that using this thing because that shit is hard to do. They hide that shit really well. Like I said before, it came with a lithograph inside the book, which is pretty freaking awesome. I need to get a frame for this, I think. Put it on my GTA 5 wall, or my Grand Theft Auto wall over there. Rockstar games in general, really, because Red Dead is up there too. Another one of my favorite games of all time. So, anyway, I had a lot of fun with the game. Yeah, it's not as mind-blowing as I thought it was going to be. Maybe my expectations was raised a little bit too high because I spent a whole lot of time on the GTA forums, and a whole lot of people were like adding in suggestions about like what they wanted in the game, and I was getting really excited. But poker is not in the game. There's a casino in the game, but you can't go inside. Red Dead was one of my favorite games because there was poker and blackjack and mini games like that. Playing poker is one of my favorite things to do, and GTA 5 doesn't have it. And I don't know, it was a little disappointing. And you can't go into any of the burger shots and Cluckin' Bells. those two restaurants are like two of the biggest things in the Grand Theft Auto universe, and they just like they made them non-enterable. That just sucks. You gotta heal by med kits, and it's like that's really unimaginative. I mean, like every single game ever has done med kits. I really liked what GTA 4 did. You go eat in a Cluckin' Bell, and that restores your health. I thought that was cool, and GTA 5 doesn't do it. But I really like the car handling. I really like how that's updated a whole lot from GTA 4. I really like that. I really like the world itself. Like the map is really cool. I really like the city in contrast with the countryside. That's really cool. That whole thing about like it being bigger than GTA 4, Red Dead, and San Andreas combined, I'm not really sure if that's true. I can definitely say that it's probably bigger than GTA 4 and Red Dead combined, but throwing San Andreas in there, that seems like a bit of a stretch, but you probably can. Like I just don't know the scale. I don't know the scale of the maps, so it's really hard for me to say. It's just my general feeling. It doesn't feel that big, but it probably is. I mean, you know, you gotta count the ocean as well. Which is another thing that I'm a little bit disappointed by. The ocean is really uninteresting to explore. The water is so murky that you can't, like, see anything. I mean, like, I collected all the submarine parts, and that was, like, so boring. And I've been trying to collect all 30 of the waste things that you can collect in the ocean, and that was kind of boring itself, too. I can't complete it because I'm just, like, I'm not interested at all. And, like, there's no, like, sea life. There's a few fish floating around, and then that shark that tries to eat you, and that's, like, it. It's not that interesting to explore and go into the submarine, which I was a little disappointed in. All in all, though, I think this is one of the best written Grand Theft Auto games. Like, the cutscenes and how the characters interact with each other and the story, it was so interesting. I mean, like, this is definitely one of my favorite Grand Theft Auto stories, probably along with like Vice City. Those being my two favorite games of the series, Vice City and Grand Theft Auto 5. But you know, there's a whole lot of reasons to like all of the games. I mean, you know, GTA 4, I didn't like the vehicle handling, but doing vigilante missions in that game, sitting in the cop car and chasing criminals, that's like one of my favorite things to do for fun in that game. And that's another thing Grand Theft Auto 5 doesn't have is vigilante missions. They only have the taxi missions, which are nowhere near as fun as the vigilante missions. They have got to bring that shit back. I know they're saving a whole lot of things for Grand Theft Auto Online, but I feel like the single player got a little bit shafted, honestly. They should have included a whole lot more into the single player because I'm just one of those people, I enjoy the single player way more than I do any online mode. I mean, the person who I played Red Dead Redemption with online can tell you that. I suck at online. Okay, I'm gonna suck ass at GTA Online. I mean, like, I know we're all gonna get into it together when it comes out on October 1st, but I mean, still, I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna have to play in passive mode constantly to do anything just so people can't kill me. But, all in all, I really like the game. Even with the faults that I have with it, I still can't put the damn thing down. Even though I've achieved 100% completion, there's still other things I can do in it, which just kind of keeps me going. I really don't get people who say after they beat the story there's nothing to do. I don't get that shit at all. There is a shit ton of crap to do. I don't know. The tennis and the golf, the mini games that are in there, though, they are really fleshed out. They are really good. I mean, like, they control well. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. Doing yoga in the game is something a little bit different. A whole lot of people say that it's boring, but I actually really like that in there. I think it's kind of interesting, honestly. So, whatever. I'll stop talking about it now, but I have a whole lot of fun with the game. It was still worth the $85 that I paid for the special edition, so I really can't complain too much, because I still feel like I got my money's worth out of it from what I experienced, and it's a beautiful game too. I thought the graphics were great. I mean, like, they're not perfect, but they're not, I mean, that's never really been the point of Grand Theft Auto to begin with, to have the best graphics ever. And plus they're running on a PS3. I mean, they've already said that they're not going to bring GTA 5 to next generation consoles, which is really disappointing. I would have loved to have fucking seen this game on a PS4. That would have been Oh man, that would have been cool. But we're probably gonna get Agent, the new game from Rockstar, on PS4. I hope it's an exclusive. Not to kick any of you Xbox players out, but they said that Agent was gonna be a PS3 exclusive way back in the day. So I don't know if they're gonna keep it exclusive to Sony or not. But we'll see. Yep, great game. Had a whole lot of fun with it. I'm probably going to actually be doing a replay pretty soon because I absolutely love the story. Trevor is just like one of the best characters ever. I absolutely love Trevor. He's probably one of my favorites. Just the way he talks, how sarcastic it is, how he fucking just blows up on people for the smallest shit. It's a blast to watch. I really liked his character. I really liked all three of the characters. Michael, Franklin, I loved all of them. I really did. These are really bad fucking people. But it's not like I could relate to them or something. But I had a whole lot of fun as playing as all three of them. They came together. The chemistry was so good. Like I said, this is just one of the best written Grand Theft Auto games ever. So it's worth it for that alone, honestly. If you don't take into account all the side activities that you can do and the massive world that you can explore and the stunt challenges and flying the planes, it's just, there's a whole lot of things to like about it. The base jumping is a ton of fun too. The triathlons, I really like that, except the last one. The last triathlon kind of sucked because it was 28 minutes of button mashing. I'll never do that shit again, ever. Yeah, get the game. Okay, now let's go on to the point of this video, Queens of the Stone Age concert. So this concert was also in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is where I saw Muse. Once again, it was just another hour trip up there and hour trip back. But they started the show on You Think I Ain't Worth a Dollar, But I Feel Like a Millionaire. This song sounds so weird without Nick doing his screaming vocals. But I mean, you know, like Josh sang them. He just like sang them, he didn't scream them. But I still really like how they started the show with this song. It kind of like kicked it back to the old days right off the bat instead of starting on something like My God Is the Sun or something like that. So I thought that was really awesome. And then they went right into No One Knows, the first two songs off of Songs for the Deaf, which I really like. And then they went into Medication, which is the second song on Lullabies to Paralyze, my favorite Queens of the Stone Age album. But they didn't play a ton from that album, honestly. A little disappointing. I would have loved to have heard In My Head live or something like that. But after Medication, they played My God Is the Sun, which was fucking awesome. Like, the imagery that they had going on behind them on the screen was really cool. These guys didn't put on as good of a show as Muse did, but their set list maybe wasn't as strong either, honestly. I think Muse had a better set list. But Muse overall wins Queens of the Stone Age against Muse. Muse was just amazing live. You have got to see Muse live before you die. If you are a fan of Muse, go see Muse. You've got to see them. They're so good. I'm probably going to end up seeing Panic at the Disco if they come around for this new album, so keep a lookout for that. But anyway, after My God Is the Sun, they played Burn the Witch, which is one of my best friend's favorite Queens of the Stone Age songs. I love it too. It's one of my favorite songs off of Lullabies to Paralyze. And then they played I Sat by the Ocean, the second song off of their newest album, which I really like. I mean, it's just a simple rock song. People say it's really radio ready, and I agree to an extent, but I don't think that makes it bad. I think it's a really good song. And then they played Monsters in the Parcel, which was really cool, a song off of Rated R, which is their second album. That album came out in 2000. Can you believe that album is 13 years old? Fuck, man. And then they played Like Clockwork, the title song off of Like Clockwork, which was really weird. They really like put the brakes on the show when they played that song right smack dab in the middle of the set list, because it's a really slow piano song, and it just kind of killed the progression for me a little bit. Because, like, after they played Monsters in the Parcel, a really fast song, when they play it live, on the album it's a little bit slower, but when they play it live, and then they started playing Like Clockwork, it just, like, put the brakes on the show. And then they played In the Fade after that, another song off of Rated R. Which was really cool to hear, because In the Fade is, like, a deep cut from that album. It's not, like, a single or anything. They played some more deep cuts during the show too, which is pretty cool. But they played In the Fade, which is another, like, it's not like a slow song or anything, but it's not fast either. And then after that, they played If I Had a Tail, which started to get the show a little bit more fast-paced again. If I Had a Tail is one of my favorite songs on Like Clockwork. I love that song. After that, they played Collapsia, which is another one of my favorite songs on Like Clockwork. After that, they played Little Sister, which just got the whole place just fucking like, oh, you know, Little Sister being one of their biggest songs still to this day, along with No One Knows. Like, if you ask people, like, what have you heard by Queens of the Stone Age, and they don't know them, they'll probably say No One Knows and Little Sister. So, you know. Then they played Make It With You, which is one of my girlfriend's favorite songs, for probably sexual reasons. Then they played Smooth Sailing, another one of my favorite girlfriend songs, and one of my favorite songs on Like Clockwork too. In my review, I really praised Smooth Sailing a whole lot, and to this day, it's still probably my #1 favorite song on Like Clockwork. Like Clockwork is a perfect album, so it's hard for me to say, because after Smooth Sailing, they played I Appear Missing. Woo! Fucking love that song, and they extended the outro. Like, they just kept on jamming way after it should have ended, and that was really cool. Everybody was just like, like, I think I hurt my neck that night, I'm gonna be honest. And then they played 666. Holy shit, 666 live is just like so crazy and insane, just like throwing people and shit. It's just fucking awesome. Then they played Go With The Flow. Holy shit, what a way to go out. I love Go With The Flow, one of my absolute favorite songs off of that album. And then they did that thing where they leave the stage and then you know they're going to come back for the encore. And so they did, and they played The Vampire Time and Memory, the third song off of Like Clockwork, which I really like. It's a slower song, but it's really catchy too. I like it a whole lot more than Like Clockwork. And then they played The Sky Has Fallen, which is really cool, a really deep cut from that album. I really love The Sky Has Fallen. It's a huge rocker. And then they ended on A Song for the Dead. And the guitar sounded so loud and crunchy. It was just like mind-blowing. Like the times that they stopped to go back into the song, you know how they do that on the album. They did that like a few more times than normal, and it sounded really cool. It just had people going crazy. And then as soon as that song was over, the concert was done. And it just like left you with like this mind-blowing experience, which is really hard to explain. It was really good. Like I said, Muse was still better to me. Maybe it was because I had general seating for the Muse show, and I was like standing right next to the stage. Matt Bellamy and his balls were like right there in my fucking face. And for this show, we actually had seats, so we weren't like right up at the stage, but we were close enough. Maybe that has something to do with it. But in terms of set list and show-wise, Muse still won. But I was still just blown away that I actually got to see these guys live. So, totally worth it. It was an amazing show. So glad I finally got to go. I'm going to try to get back into making videos. I appreciate a whole lot of the people who have been subscribing lately, and to the people asking where the fuck I am. That really shows me that some of you care, which is nice. So, I'm going to try to get back into it. Now that I've beaten Grand Theft Auto 5 into the dirt with 100% completion, I should have more free time. But, you know, it's just work, girlfriend, GTA 5. That was literally all I did for the past 2 weeks. So, anyway, I will see you guys later. Money 1 2 3 5 out.